What's up, Better Days? Today I'm going fishing with my buddy Matt. He invited me out on his friend's bass boat. We're gonna go hit Percy Priest Lake. I got up here to the lake a little early, so I came below the dam to the Greenway. And I've just been standing on the side of the bank, and I'm gonna make some casts. I'm not really gonna walk up or down the Greenway. I'm just gonna stand in one spot and see what we can't get into before we go out on the boat. Got our first fish of the day. It took us at least 25 minutes. Oh, it's a bass. You can always tell when they jump out of the water like that. Okay, what do we got here? Is it a smallmouth? My goodness. Smallmouth bass. I'm supposed to meet some buddies up on the lake here on Percy Priest pretty soon, but I had a little bit of time to come down the Greenway below Percy Priest Dam and do some fishing. And we've got our first little fish of the day. I was worried that today might be a tough fishing day, and it still might turn out to be that way, just because we've got bluebird sky and high pressure. But I got a few hits from this little guy before he finally committed. He ate that Bobby Garland. Pretty cool. There's a fish. That's a bigger bass. Might be a trout. Sure is jumping a lot. Oh, it is a trout. That is too funny. Look at a little trout. That might be what's down there hitting me. I'm getting a bunch of hits. And they're just kind of pecking at it. But this is one of those stalker they put in here this time of year. Cool, man. Look how beautiful. That's a good second fish of the day. That's nice. All right, back you go. God, we just missed our fourth bite. We've had 4 bites and caught 2 fish. Not too bad. I've been standing in the same spot the whole time, so pretty decent. I'm sure if I was in a boat beating this up, doing pretty good right now. That's a fish. That's a heck of a fish. We've got a hybrid on, guys. I'll bet you anything it's a hybrid. I'll bet you anything it's a hybrid. I'll bet you anything. Come on, we need to get this fish in. That's a good fish. That's a good fish. Oh, it come off. It took me up under a rock and just cut me off. Darn. It took me up under a rock and cut me off. I got a good look at it though, right out here. It looked like a hybrid. And then it started screaming that line. And catfish are gonna twist on you. They won't necessarily pull in a straight line. And bass are gonna dig like down. Crappie come up the surface and flop. That was a hybrid. Doggone it. My buddy Dustin got me this little Crappie Max pole. He brought it up to the restaurant and gave it to me. That was awesome. He's done a couple charters with me, and it was really nice. He had one of these Crappie Max poles. He bought one as soon as he moved into town, and then we went out and caught a whole bunch of crappie. And I was commenting how much I liked it. He went and picked me one up. Thanks a lot, buddy. See if we can catch some. Shoot, we just missed another bite. We've landed 2 fish. We've had 6 other bites, and we broke off on what I believe was a hybrid. Pretty good for less than an hour. There's one. That felt like a trout right there. Oh, it feels like a bluegill now. A little fight out of it. Yep, it's a bluegill. Cool. Oh, I just saw a huge bass come up. A huge smallmouth bass just came chase this thing up. Wow. Now that ain't no slouch. That is one fat, hefty bluegill. I know. That is a massive bluegill. That is a healthy slab of a bluegill. It's beautiful too. Not pale or anything. Really colored up. That's sweet. I've hooked into a couple big fish. One broke me off. I'm gonna try throwing a little bigger lure at them. See if that pull us one in. There's one. First cast. It's gonna be a bass. First cast with a bigger lure. I had a feeling there was some bigger fish sitting in here. Wham! That's a good one. Smallmouth. Yep. Oh yeah. Do your acrobatics for us, baby. We love it. We love it. Nice. First cast. I had a feeling that would happen. They see that little lure and they say, well, it's not worth my time. They see something like this, they say, well, that's a meal. I'm gonna go ahead and get that. Got him. I watched him eat it. I watched him come up here and eat it. I was just watching my swim bait come back to me. He come up off the rocks and just crushed it. Looks like a largemouth. Spotted. Yep. Spotted bass. Cool. 4 casts, 2 fish. Sweet. We're having a heck of a day before we start our day. That's pretty awesome. You can come out on the Greenway and go fishing, but you gotta put up with a lot of planes flying overhead. My goodness. Got one. Oh, I missed him. I said got one too soon. I felt him thump it. I gave it a split second and set the hook. I felt that I turned the fish, but just didn't stick him. That's our 8th bite we've missed. We've missed more fish than we've caught. They're pretty active. Pretty active. There's one. That's a good one. That's a good fish. That's a good fish. That's a big fish. I see it. Don't get in them rocks. Don't get in them rocks. Come up. That's a white bass. That's a white bass, not a hybrid. Cool. How many species now? Good grief. How many species now? We've got smallmouth, spotted, white bass, bluegill, trout, 5 species before we even get our day started. Now that is an exemplary looking white bass. He looks perfect, just perfect. Just the perfect size eating bass. He'd make fantastic fillets, but we're not keeping anything right now. We're gonna pitch him back. That seems like a shame. Boy, if I knew I'd get a whole bunch of them, I might hang on to him. We're gonna let him go. And that is a nice little white bass right there. Oh, we just got crushed. We missed it, but we just got crushed. That was the hardest thump I've had all day. Daggum, that was one of them big old hybrids. That thing hit it so freaking hard. Like a Mack truck. I almost jerked the pole out of my hand. Like I do in my kayak. Yeah, I know. Mine last year, the one I caught last year, because I only caught one, it was 4 pounds, 10 ounces, and it had a tag on it. There, I got one. It had a tag on it from TWRA that said I had won $100. Yeah, I caught 2 of those fish last year that had a tag for $100. And it looks like I've got a small... Yeah, I cashed in both of them, 200 bucks. So it looks like I've got a smallmouth right here. No, is that gonna be a largemouth? Be a largemouth. Okay, I've already caught a spotted and a smallmouth. Or, oh, I got a largemouth. I got a largemouth. So I've caught all 3 black bass that live out here. Smallmouth, largemouth, and spotted. Smallmouth, largemouth, spotted. I got them all. Just standing in one spot. Okay. That was fantastic. Oh, okay, I've been fishing an hour and a half, it says. That was a fantastic hour and a half. All those different species and a couple different methods. Catch all those fish, that was a lot of fun. You can definitely come out on the Greenway. The Greenway's right on the other side of those trees. You can just beat your own path down to the banks. And this time of year, everything's swimming upstream, so there's just a lot of different kinds of fish in here. It's really fantastic fishing. You can hop on the Greenway at a couple different places. By the dam at Percy Dam, or downstream, I believe the next trailhead is in the parking lot with Kohl's and Target. So you can hop on the Greenway and then just just step off the Greenway and do some fishing in the Stones River. It's fantastic. What a great way to start the day. Now we're gonna go fish for some bass out on the boat, out on the Percy Priest Lake. I tell people where to go fishing. If you like that kind of thing, consider subscribing. Thanks for watching, you guys. Have a better day.